Persistence hunters. It is one of the first things you hear whenever anyone speaks of humans. To make a long story short, it means you don't try to run away from a human. The only thing you achieve is getting tired. But I know better. Cesars was running, stolen goods in hand. Simply trying to outrun a human is foolish, and I am no fool. He jumped over a suspicious-looking patch of leaves and looked back at the human soldier running after him. The human, without breaking stride, made the same jump, but the carefully hidden and reinforced second fall trap gave way under her massive weight. Gotcha! Now all I need is a few minutes to give the prize the time it deserves. His joy was short-lived, as he watched the now quite angry human climb over the side of the trap, covered in mud. No matter, I still have plenty of traps left. Cesars was flat on his back, exhausted. He could hear a rhythmic splotch, clank, getting closer. Oh, frack. The human soldier slowly walked towards a small bipedal lizard. She was still covered in mud, but now had the remains of a snare on her right wrist, twigs and leaves in her hair, and a metal bucket glued to her foot. No, not her boot, her foot. She put the foot bucket on his chest and pried the chocolate bar from his claws. Then, while glaring at him, unwrapped the candy and ate it in his face. Marine. Mine! She then drew her sidearm, took aim at his face, and pulled the trigger. Ceslan looked up from his breakfast at the scene in front of him. His colleague and close friend, sane as far as he knew, held firmly in place under the foot of one of the Marines in charge of security, as she emptied her water pistol on his face, punctuating every shot with, "Bad Zeno! Bad Zeno!" He shook his head. Don't steal food from humans. Ask nicely, and more often than not they'll gladly share. It's one of the first things you hear whenever anyone speaks of humans. Ceslan saw Ceslan looking and gave him a silent plea for help. Ceslan lifted his datapad to cover his face. Of course, there is always a fool or two who think they know better.